Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another take of Zooming with Kaymitch. I'm super excited to have my next guest on soon. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and add her. Good morning. Hello.
Morning, Kayla. How are you?
I am good. I thank you so much for carving out some time to be a part of my Zoom meeting. I'm so excited to have you on today. I don't want to take up too much of your time, so without further ado, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay, well, my name is Grace Daniels. I'm the assistant women's basketball coach slash recruiting coordinator at Houston Christian University. I'm going into my second year. Before here, I was a grad assistant at ULM, University of Louisiana at Monroe. And I played at UTSA for 2 years in 2019 through 2021. But before that, I played at Weatherford Junior College.
Awesome, great. I always do my research on the people that I interview. I knew that you was a graduate assistant at ULM. How was that experience getting to do that, having Coach Brooks be that coach at the time?
It was great. I feel like it was the best thing for my career, or like just getting to start out being a GA. I was actually like trying to look to stay in Texas because that's where I'm originally from. But I like saw online they had an opening, so I applied and I like, went with the process and stuff. And as I got to talking to them, they were just some really down to earth people. I got to work with some really good names, one being Christy Sides, the Indiana Fever head coach. So that was a good
Mhm.
experience. Jessica Barber, and of course, Coach
Yes.
Brooks.
Mhm.
She's a winner. So
Yes.
I gained so much knowledge from that experience, just in different, working under different people
Mhm.
with different lessons and stuff. So I mean, she enabled me to do things that an assistant coach would do right off the bat.
Mhm.
So I was more than just a GA. They included me in everything. So I mean, I thank God that was a good opportunity for me.
That is awesome. That's kind of like what I'm doing here. But I've known Coach Brooks for a long time. Her being at ULM, Southern Miss, back at Southern Miss now, along
Yeah.
with Jessica Barbers. And so I think that's really cool that you were able to be under her because she has been everywhere and she's just like such a renowned coach, and to have that under, to be underneath her, and like you said, for her to treat you like an assistant and not really like a GA is always good as far as the learning process.
Yes, and she does a really good job of, like, we had one of her former players who played for her at McNeese, Jalen Johnson, and she was really good as well. So I just got like that. I gained a lot of knowledge from being able to just see a different system and see what operating at a high level is. So I
Right.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Absolutely. So fairly being new out the game, kind of how have you seen basketball change mentally in the past few years?
I can say really like the viewership of it. Like growing up, I mean, I graduated in 2017. It was big in women's basketball. We all had the same goal. We're going,
Right.
let's get a scholarship because I want to go, Division 1. That's a lot of people's dreams. And,
Hmm.
which is nothing wrong with that. That's great because that was the goal for me myself as well.
Hmm.
But I've seen it, like I said, in viewership. It's more important. People take it more serious now. It always was important, of course, to
Right.
us. It's important over so many platforms. Like if you didn't, like, I'm sure this year we had the highest ratings
Right.
viewership. So I've seen it change in that way a lot. And then also the models, like the different models we have, like role models for the girls, like it's everyone now. It's
Mhm.
different players they have, and that's that's pretty much it. It's more, I would say, of course, it's always been competitive, but it's more competitive. We're specializing younger, starting earlier. We want to be like this player. I want to be like this player. It's
Right.
just, it's refreshing to see.
Uh-huh. It is like now that I'm thinking about it more, it's more like you said, definitely more viewership, but now more definitely role models. It's like I want to be the next Angel Reese. I want to be the next Caitlin Clark.
Wow.
And
Mm-hmm.
growing up, like we did have those role models, but now, like I think social media has changed it so much tremendously. So now you get to see those little girls that want to be those role models and have those players that they want to look up to.
Yeah, yeah. And I like that it's like a big spectrum of like fans. Like it's
Yes,
everyone. It's not just women watching women's sports, it's everyone.
it
So
is.
that's
That's
really in my time. That's how much I've seen
uh-huh.
lately.
That's
Yeah.
cool for sure. Okay, so you talked about being a recruiting coordinator. So how has to you like the portal and the NIL changed as far as the recruiting game?
Mm, I'm fairly new to being a recruiting coordinator, but just from experience and kind of, having a little
Mhm.
knowledge of it all with NIL and everything in the portal, I feel like the root slash foundation of the job is still the same. You still have to build the relationships and
Right,
you still have to continue, keep them because like you might get them later down the line. You might not get them the first time. And
right,
if you don't get them the first time, still have that relationship to where if they're in a portal, you can get them the second time. With
right.
NIL, I think it's a good thing because I feel like, we should like they should have the opportunity to receive, make profit off of what they do and stuff, which is I feel like is a really good thing. But for those who don't have the funds to
Right.
it broadens the gap of that for certain schools. But with the portal, I feel like it's good for those who are trying to win now. Like
Mhm,
if you need to win now, you can go get someone out the portal. They're experienced, and most
mhm.
of the time, yeah, they're experienced, and then they've had that. They've been battle tested, so you can come in and you don't have to develop as much. That's a lot of people. I
Yeah.
feel like it's always good to develop, but with the portal, sometimes you don't have to. You come in, win that 1 or 2 years, and then you're up and running.
Mhm.
That's kind of my thoughts on it.
I love how you said like re-recruit. Like I think that is huge. You like you said, you might not get them the first time. They might go in the portal situations, things change. You establish that relationship with them. It's like, man, I remember Coach Daniels. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
Houston Christian, because I remember her still kind of being on me, even though I didn't go there the first time. Bam, the second time that might be the school for me. So I love how you said
yeah,
you
yeah.
absolutely
It's all about
re-recruit. Yes.
relationships with that, and if you keep that, and it's a genuine relationship, I see.
Mhm.
It's not that hard of a process. And then also like if a lot of people are probably like we're still in the process of doing their rosters
Mhm.
for filling this year, like with the portal. I mean, it's an easy opportunity to do
Right.
so.
Mhm.
So, you know.
Absolutely. It's still people probably in the portal right now still looking for a
Oh,
place to go.
yes,
Yeah.
it's a
Right.
lot and it's very unfortunate, but that's.
It's the realm of it when you got plenty of kids in there. You gotta, yeah.
All this talent, like, and it's only so many spots on each
Right.
team. Yeah.
Yeah. My next question, being a younger coach, what is an underrated skill that can separate upcoming coaches?
I would say being consistent. Like I'm big on that, being consistent in who you are every day. You're gonna have some bad days and it's gonna be more good days, but being consistent and coming in every day where people know where they're gonna get from you.
Mm,
Like I just believe that's a big thing in this process of things. Just when you come in the room, what are people getting from you? How are you
mm,
going to be today? How are you going to show up? Are you going to come bring that energy, or are you going to be someone, oh, I don't feel like doing this today?
mhm.
Just consistency. And then also, I would say being genuine and getting to know people because we talk about networking a lot. No,
Yeah.
being genuine, get to know
Right,
them. Don't just get to know them so, oh, I can call them if I need something in the future.
right.
No, get to know them for who they are, and then build from there. And I would say my last thing would be to operate at a high level, regardless of what role you have, what space you're in. Just do it at a high level. And because I mean, in this profession, someone's always watching.
Mhm.
So operating at a lot high level, being consistent and being genuine, I would say that'll separate.
That is so good. Especially the being genuine part. I know I do a lot of these Zoom meetings, but I also like to follow up and build close relationships with the people. It's
Sure.
not about just like, okay, let me just do this to do it. It's about, okay, I want to be genuine. I really want to get to know them and everything like that. So I think that's a really huge piece of what you said, just staying genuine. And also, like you said, operating at a high level, being able to come in every day and learn and grow and just be your best every day is always key. Thank you
Yeah.
for that, for sure. Last question. What are you looking forward to this upcoming season the most?
I'm speaking, it's gonna be a great season. I'm looking forward to that. But we have like a lot of returners, so
Mhm,
they'll be experienced due to playing a lot last year. So I'm excited about that. But also I'm excited about our newcomers. We
mhm,
have some pretty big pieces, and I just think that coming together is gonna be really great for us. We've added some people to our conference, so it's gonna be
mhm.
competitive, even more competitive, of course. But really just the season, and then I look forward to just building the relationships with our girls and just
Mhm.
seeing how far we can go in success.
Absolutely. That is so great. That's so great, Coach Grace. I'm excited for y'all. I'm happy that you were able to be on here. Shout out to KP, my former teammate who's now there with you. I got to shout her out because that's my girl right there.
I
But
love her.
yes, she's so high energy. She
She
just
is.
she is. She walks in a room and she's like already laughing. I'm like, what's funny? She's so cool. But I really appreciate your time and to be a part of my Zoom. I really look forward to building our relationship and getting to know you more.
Sure.
And I just thank you so much for having some time for me this morning.
Oh yes, never hesitate to reach out. My phone is, I always have my phone on me. So
Absolutely. We'll definitely be in touch. Thank you.
uh-huh.